Okay, well, just come up for a couple of days. Slept in this morning by about an hour, so I only seen one deer. Stag involved it. Nice head. This is February now, and instead of got the gaiters on because there's a few snakes about. That's the problem hunting this time of year. Flies. But fortunately I've been able to film a stag just down about 300 metres down on this ridge. There's been a nice stag. He's not there at the moment. He's relocated. I got him over about a 4-week period, and I come in this morning, and it's just a day. Like, it's a beautiful day. As I said, I missed the boat this morning by about probably an hour, but I come out anyhow. I had set the alarm for about 4:30 this morning. Have some brekkie and then glass. Where I'm camping, I was camped up on this ridge here. I got honked at last night, so bush telegraphed to the deer saying there's something going on, so they've gone to ground at the moment. As I said, I walked down this ridge this morning and happened to spot a nice stag in velvet, just starting to fork up the top. Sorry I didn't get any footage of him. I tried to, but the time I set my camera, he'd gone back into the gully. The problem at the moment, what we're seeing here, this is a tip. This time of year, there's not much activity. No fresh shrubs, no scrapes. Just the deer just at the moment just feeding up. The hinds are pregnant. It's like yesterday, I seen a lot of deer yesterday where I went and I seen one big hind. I thought, gee, that's a stag. She was barreled up. It was not funny. I thought it was just a stag just looking at the hind end, and she lifted her head up. And, yeah, I only just seen the one stag yesterday too, a nice stag. I'm not sure. They're still about halfway through their ossification process at the moment. And as I say, when you come into an area and you don't see fresh shrubs, no activity, or the wallows aren't being used, they might visit the wallows, but they won't wallow. Is that they're in velvet. It was only a couple of weeks ago we did see a stag that was in hard antler, and I've got a bit of footage of him, but just looking at his antlers, he's just about ready to cast. So I'm assuming now that he's cast. So they don't just cast it one straight way. With Sambar, it's fickle. Like as I said, you can't just say the roar. They don't roar like your fallow or your reds. As I said, I would have seen 30 deer yesterday afternoon, and I'm just making my way up to the top now because I've got my car right up to the very top, and I've got to. I camped there last night, so we'll go there. But see, they don't like this stuff much either. They don't like. They'll go to the green pick, and they're browsing at the moment, mainly on coprosma and blackberries. There's not many blackberries in this particular area, but there's other areas where there's numerous blackberries, and they've been really browsed on hard. Look, there's a lot of books written on Sambar now. When we first started hunting, 40-something years ago, going close to 50, there was bugger all literature on Sambar. And I'm not an avid reader, to be honest. I read and I'll take on board what's said to a point, but at the end of the day, every area is different. Like at the moment, it's going to be quite warm. I've still got my jacket on, but it's going to be quite warm, snaky looking. And the deer all gone down into the gullies where it's cooler at this stage. 2 weeks ago you couldn't even look in through your binoculars, the flies were that bad. And just up here is a beautiful tree. I've got a beautiful wedge-tailed eagle out of this one. I've got the footage somewhere. I'll try and post it up on my YouTube channel. As I said, hopefully I'll do that review on the 15 powers later on. But these are my Duravits that I love passionately. Just had them fixed. Yeah, they're brilliant. I love them. They're a 10 to 15 power. Guys that are real avid hunters, you're probably better off with a rifle and that. You're probably better off getting something like a rangefinder. But just anything over 100 yards, you can gauge it out. But at the moment, it's not much going on. I've just walked up this ridge before, and there's just down on the left there used to be where the stags used to bloody fight a bit, you know. At the moment, it's nothing yet. It's only February. I'd say by probably February, March, April, probably April onwards, we'll be starting to see maybe a few rubs. As I said, those stags are a couple of maybe a month or two to go yet with their till they're in hard antler. They're still growing. They're just yeah. Like today, I sent a deer up yesterday, so got honked at last night while I was asleep. Just went to check my phone in the time on my phone. I've got no reception here, and well, just here, this will be a good spot for a deer to hold up. A bit of shade and plenty of canopy here to conceal the deer. As I said, all I have to do is just lay here. It wouldn't matter where you were, you wouldn't see it unless you're right on top of it. As I said, this game trail's leading that way, out that way, and they've been feeding around these blackberries here. You can see how they're stunted. You see where they've been browsing on the tops. Not killed, but they've stunted it. As I say, it's a noxious weed anyhow. So they've got browse, and you've got here you've got clover. And they don't mind it, but it's full of nitrogen, so it does gas them up a bit. Gives them flatulence. But yeah, this is a good spot here, just perfect for the deer just to hold up in here. To be laying behind this bush here, you would not even see it with the most powerful binoculars. The thing is, you've got to think like a deer. This would be the spot. The ridge goes down there, and this is just a great holding spot. And as I said, they get up from time to time. They might just have a go over and feel a bit hungry. And you see that there? That's the rest of that's thorny, but that's soft. So I call them gardeners of the bush because they only eat the nutrient. See there, there's a little bit of a flower coming up now. No blackberries here. You know why? The deer have eaten the blackberries. You can see where it's just starting to bud. I'll come back here in a couple of weeks' time maybe and get another little bit of they prune it a bit. As I said, there's deer tracks all through here. I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't a deer here this morning. Can't see any bedding areas, but they would have been here feeding. I'm just, as I say, I'm making my way up, and I'll just sort of give you a rundown. These are the things you need to look for, not just to look for deer, but look for vegetation, what's going on. Look at the peripheral side of your hunting. Yeah, as I said, they're a unique animal. They're masters of concealment, and yeah. what we'll do, as I said, I'm not far from the vehicle now. I've got to go up, right up and up, probably another 300 metres. Oh yeah, hopefully I'll get him on there. Here he is, look. Looking for insects, see, look at that. Nature at its best. I've had them land on my hat. And I'm just doing something I might be holding up for a day. Yeah, so this is a good area, really good area. As I say, old friend of mine, Carl Paget, we sat down and we both agree, think like a deer. Doesn't matter how many books you read, how many videos you look at, you're the only one that can make the assessment. And that's the difference between whether you're going to be a good hunter or an ordinary hunter. Have the patience, enjoy yourself. As I said, I only seen one deer this morning. Yeah, do I care, really? I'd like to see a few more, but as I said, I sent the area up yesterday, and virtually the bush telegraph tells them that that I'm in here. So they've gone down right into the gullies, and maybe later this afternoon I'll come up here feeding. They'll definitely come up here feeding. So it's not too bad. It's a beautiful day, but the breeze is keeping it cool. It's not a real hot. We had a couple of days of over 30 2 or 3 days ago. That's another thing. Think like a deer. What are you going to do when it's hot? You're going to go to the shadiest spot, and later in the afternoon, where are you going to go? You're going to look for water, whether you go to a river or whatever, or a creek. They do get a fair bit of moisture out of the plants themselves when it rains, and a little bit of moisture too. So, and that's another thing. Carry plenty of water with you when you're out doing this, and a bit of tucker.